Good morning, students. We have discussed about molecular orbital theory, and very important part of molecular orbital theory is to know how to draw molecular orbital diagrams. So let us see how to draw diagrams for various diatomic molecules and how to write their electronic configuration and to find their bond order as well as magnetic characters, which are the important applications of molecular orbital theory. Firstly, we need to remember few points while drawing molecular orbital diagrams, that presence of electrons in bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbitals determine the stability of the molecule. Bonding electrons stabilize the molecule, whereas anti-bonding electrons destabilize the molecules. Bond order can be calculated by this formula: half multiplied by number of bonding electrons minus number of anti-bonding electrons. And also you need to remember this thing: higher the bond order, greater will be the stability, because with increase in bond order, bond length decreases and that results in increased stability. And third important application or third important thing to remember is, if all electrons are paired in these molecular orbitals, then molecule will be diamagnetic in nature, means it will be weakly repelled by external magnetic field, whereas if at least one electron is unpaired, then the molecule will be paramagnetic and it will be weakly attracted when it is placed in external magnetic field. So let us draw the diagrams. First, simplest molecule, H2 molecule. As you can see, hydrogen molecule is made by two hydrogen atoms. Each hydrogen atom has one electron in its 1s orbital. So these two 1s orbitals will overlap to form two new molecular orbitals, sigma 1s and sigma star 1s. And while filling these two electrons of hydrogen molecule, you need to follow all rules which we apply during writing electronic configuration or filling of atomic orbitals as well. So sigma 1s, being lowest in energy, will be filled first with one electron, then second electron will also enter in sigma 1s, as one orbital can maximum have two electrons. So hydrogen molecule, which is a two electron system, will have these two electrons in its sigma 1s molecular orbital, which is a bonding molecular orbital. Now we can find its bond order, which will be 1. As you can see from the formula, you can calculate. Electronic configuration is written as sigma 1s2, and it is a stable molecule because bond order is 1. And magnetic nature, as both of the electrons are paired, so it is diamagnetic in nature. Next, we can compare few ionic species of hydrogen as which are formed by these hydrogen atoms, H2 positive and H2 negative. These two species are, you can see, H2 positive is a 1 electron system, whereas H2 negative is a 3 electron system. As you can see in the diagrams, H2 positive will have only one electron that will be filled in sigma 1s, whereas in H2 negative, which is a 3 electron system, one extra electron will enter in sigma star 1s orbital. So in this way, bond order can be calculated similarly as we have calculated for H2. And as you can see that bond order of H2 is 1, whereas for these cationic and anionic species, the bond order is half. And as bond order is lesser than H2 molecule, so they will be less stable as compared to H2. And paramagnetic nature can also be compared. H2 is diamagnetic, H2 positive is paramagnetic, and H2 negative is also paramagnetic because both of these have one unpaired electron. So stability order is H2, highest stable, most stable, followed by H2 positive, which is followed by H2 negative. Otherwise, by bond order, you can say that both of them are they have similar equal bond order, so they might be similar in stability, but just because of one electron which is present in antibonding orbital of H2 negative, this species is slightly less stable as compared to H2 positive species. Next is molecular orbital diagram for helium-2 molecule. He2 molecule is a 4-electron system. 4 electrons will be filled, 2 in sigma 1s, then next 2 will be in sigma star 1s. So helium molecule will have equal number of electrons in bonding as well as anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Hence its bond order is 0. Electronic configuration sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2. Molecule will not exist as the bond order is 0. Next, lithium 2 molecule. Li2 molecule is depicted its molecular orbital diagram, and as you can see, it is a 6 electron system. So these 3 electrons of lithium per lithium atom. So these 6 electrons will be filled as 2 in sigma 1s, then next 2 sigma star 1s, and next 2 will enter in sigma 2s, which is higher in energy. But sigma star 2s will remain empty because no electrons are left now to be filled. The electronic configuration accordingly sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, and then sigma 2s2. Or it can also be represented like if we represent sigma 1s2 and sigma star 1s2 as they belong to the core K shell. Hence we can also write configuration as KK sigma 2s2. Bond order will be 4 minus 2 by 2 is equal to 1, as 4 electrons are present in bonding molecular orbital sigma s and 2 sigma 2s, and whereas only 2 electrons are there in anti-bonding sigma star 1s. Hence bond order will be 1. It's a stable molecule, diamagnetic in nature as electrons are paired. Be2 molecule is an 8 electron system. 8 electrons are to be filled accordingly. Sigma 1 is 2, then sigma star 1 is 2, then sigma 2s, then sigma star 2s2. So obviously both of the bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbitals are completely filled. Hence bond order will be 0 and molecule will not exist. So if it is asked to explain why helium molecule does not exist, why beryllium molecule does not exist, you can explain with the help of this diagram and bond order. If the bond order comes out to be 0, species will not exist. Next is B2 molecule. Boron B2 molecule is a 10 electron system, and after filling 8 electrons up to sigma star 2s, the 9th and 10th electron of boron molecule will enter in pi 2px and pi 2py orbital, as these electrons are lying below in energy than sigma 2p due to interaction in 2s and 2p subshells because of small sized atoms like boron, carbon and nitrogen. Hence bond order of this will be 1, as you can see here from the formula. 6 minus 4 divided by 2 is equal to 1. As 2 electrons are unpaired present in pi 2px and pi 2py, therefore it is a paramagnetic molecule. Next is C2 molecule, which is obviously 12 electron system. So these 11th and 12th electrons are to be filled in pi 2px and pi 2py according to Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity, because firstly electron enter singly in degenerated orbitals as we have seen in boron molecule. Now pairing will start from carbon. So C2 molecule will have completely filled pi 2p orbitals. So its bond order will be 8 minus 4, as 8 electrons are present in the bonding orbitals total, 2 in sigma 1s, 2 in sigma 2s and 4 in pi 2p. And anti-bonding में sigma star 1s के 2, sigma star 2s के 2, तो total 4. The bond order of C2 is 8 minus 4 divided by 2 equals to 2. As all the electrons are paired, so molecule is diamagnetic in nature. Next, nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen molecule is as atomic number 7. The molecule is a 14 electron system, and in this 14 electron system, up to carbon C2 molecule, we have seen that 12 electrons get filled in pi 2p orbitals, pi 2px and pi 2py. So next higher orbital is now sigma 2p, which is filled now with these next 13th and 14th electron, and now bond order will be 8 minus 2 by 2 equals to 3. So 3 bonds are present between two nitrogen molecule. Molecule is very stable because bond order is quite high, and magnetic nature, as all electrons are paired up, so it will be diamagnetic molecule. And electronic configuration, sigma 1 is 2, sigma 2 is star 1 is 2, sigma 2 is 2, sigma star 2 is 2, pi 2px2, pi 2py2, sigma 2pz2. All anti-bonding molecular orbitals of 2p are completely empty here. Next, O2 molecule. Oxygen gas molecule can be depicted by its molecular orbital diagram as it is shown in the figure. And as O2 molecule, 8 plus 8 is a 16 electron system. So 15th and 16th electron will now enter in pi star 2p x and pi star 2p y. So its electronic configuration, as you can see, it will have 2 more electrons than nitrogen, which are present in pi star 2px1 and pi star 2py1. And there is one important difference between nitrogen and oxygen molecular orbital diagrams. Up to nitrogen, beta, pi 2px and pi 2py are lesser in energy as compared to sigma 2pz. But here you can see sigma 2p is lower in energy. This is because of the large size. This is because of the, you can say, 2s and 2p interaction is not possible in oxygen, because the pairing of electron gets started from oxygen in 2p orbital. So slightly repulsion increases the energy of 2p. So 2s and 2p interaction is not possible here, and sigma 2p is lowest in energy. And bond order will be 8 minus 4 by 2. Molecule is very stable, and this is very important achievement of molecular orbital theory, that it proves that oxygen gas is paramagnetic in nature because it contains 2 electron unpaired form in pi star 2px and pi star 2py orbitals. Next we will see how to draw molecular orbital diagrams for O2 positive and O2 positive. These are 2 cationic species formed by oxygen molecules, and for these species, O2 positive, which is 1 electron less than O2, will now have 15 electron, and O2 positive will be having 14 electrons, just equivalent to N2 molecule. So here you can see how to draw their diagrams. O2 positive, that is dioxygenyl cation, will have just 1 electron less, so you have to remove that electron from pi star 2py, so it will be having only 1 electron in pi star 2px, and that is why its bond order will get 2.5, and it will be paramagnetic also. Whereas O2 positive will have now no electrons in anti-bonding molecular orbital, so it will have bond order 3, and it will be most stable out of these O2 positive and O2 positive, and it will be diamagnetic in nature. Next is O2 negative, that is superoxide ion, and O2 negative, that is peroxide ion. And these ions, as these are negatively charged, so they will be having extra electrons as compared to O2 molecule. O2 molecule, which is a 16 electron system, O2 negative, that is superoxide ion, will be a 17 electron system, whereas peroxide ion, O2 negative, will be an 18 electron system. Accordingly, you can draw the diagrams by filling 1 more electron in O2 negative in pi star 2px. So its electronic configuration will be pi star 2px2 and pi star 2py1, which is for O22 negative, pi star 2px2 and pi star 2py2. And you can see in O22 negative, this pi star anti-bonding orbitals are completely filled now. So this molecule will be diamagnetic with bond order 1, whereas superoxide ion will be paramagnetic because it has one unpaired electron still present and its bond order is 1.5. So let us see what will be the relative stability for these different species which are made by O2. So stability order is directly related to bond order. Hence, bond order is highest for O22 positive. So that is O22 positive will be most stable, followed by O2 positive, that is oxygenyl cation, which is has bond order 2.5. Next, followed by oxygen molecule with bond order 2. Then peroxide ion bond order 1.5, and at last superoxide ion with bond order 1. Next is fluorine molecule, which is an 18 electron system. So its diagram is shown here, and as you can see, electrons are completely paired up in all these orbitals. Hence it will be a diamagnetic molecule, and bond order will be 10 minus 8 divided by 2 will be 1. That means one covalent bond exists between two fluorine atoms, and it will be a stable molecule. Next, last is Ne2 neon molecule, which has 20 electron, means it is a 20 electron system, and 20 electrons are to be filled here. So you can see that all bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbitals will be completely filled by these 20 electrons, 1s, 2s and 2p orbitals. Hence its bond order will be 0, 10 minus 10 divided by 2. Hence it, as bond order is 0, this molecule cannot exist. And electronic configuration you can write this, but whenever it is asked to explain why neon or helium molecules cannot exist, so you can draw these diagrams and calculate their bond order and explain the stability. I hope now you are able to draw the molecular orbital diagrams and you can calculate bond order as well. Thank you and have a nice day.